Hey guys, I'm at the headquarters of Unitree right here, right now in Hangzhou, Zhejiang province, China. Obviously behind me is a lot of visitors there from all around the world, and they're dancing English, like the dogs. The quadrupeds are dancing English music, Spanish music, and obviously Chinese music. And it's a quite interesting space because this is not a fancy building, right, with all the cool skyscrapers. This is literally how they started many years ago. And the whole company actually came from the founder, Xing Wang, where he was doing a bachelor and his master degree in Shanghai. And his master thesis was actually about quadrupeds. And at that time, he already figured out that in the future, that was 2012, 2013, he thought the future is not going to be hydraulics, as BD does, Boston Dynamics, but instead it should be more done by electric motors. And then he was doing his school, he finished school and he won some competition, which gave him 80,000 Chinese yuan, around 10K USD for a starting grant. And then he started a company, and over the past 1 decade or so, look at this, they grew from himself into right now, they told me it's around 500 people. And they are starting to grow from their A1, B1, the A, B, G, A, B, Go, those series for quadrupeds, to right now you have the H1, G1, and the new R1, and the latest H2. You have all those cool humanoids as well. So this is how a student has turned his inspiration, his dreams from his master thesis into a 500 people company. And you can see them everywhere. You can see them in factories, see them in hospitals. You can see them also right now in elderly care. And obviously in the show, I just saw that they were just playing with Jason Derulo in the Super Bowl, I think halftime show a few years ago. And they're in Chinese New Year Gala and everywhere. And yeah, just so many visitors because you want to use this in different settings, in mines, in hospitals, and everywhere. And yeah, also quite interesting where, I was looking at, first knew this company, I saw like title of the founder, Xing Wang. He says he's the founder, he's the CEO, and he's a CTO, all 3 titles in one. Still today, he's been doing a lot of technical stuff as well. So yeah, deeply inspired because a student has something to do, right? They all have the dream. Somebody wants to hardware, somebody wants to do mechanical stuff, do hard software. And what if we all just turn our dreams into this cool, and then let it grow into product, let it grow into some cool demos, and eventually turn into a company. I think this is a great opportunity to be here. I was lucky to meet him a few days ago. It's very humorous. I think he's a very humble person, still pretty young, and really makes a good example for people, not just here in Asia, but all across the world. And I'm deeply inspired. And this is also the first episode of the channel. And please feel free to subscribe. And we'd love to show you more factories around the world who are doing robots, doing sensors, doing quadrupeds, humanoid, doing in arms, robotic hands. And the reason behind is, you have seen a lot of them, and many of them are still in its nascence. There's a long way to go. And we need more talents who are doing cool research, who are doing cool applications to turn those stuff into usable products. And I know that it not be that easy for everyone to see those factories. And I was lucky and I was privileged to see many of them, and love to use this channel, us on Instagram, on these cool platforms. And then we'd love to share more of this with you. And we'd love to bring you closer to the manufacturing space. And I'm pretty sure that manufacturing, that is the key place and key position where we can turn those cool AI papers into actionable physical AI, where they can look into its surroundings, right? In the perception for the environment, do the planning and do the actions to actually turn those stuff into the values for the real world. Either that is to help the elderly to take care of themselves better, or to better education for our students, or go into the factories and to those DDD world and dull and right, the kind of work that could be done better and safer. And for me, I do believe in the future will be best if it can benefit the whole humanity. I know the world is not going that well. I know there's a lot of division, also a lot of discussion, debate. But I truly believe that in young generation, we are here to do something different. We're here to make our lives better. and we're here to see how technology can be a booster, can be a tool to push the humanity forward. It's not easy, and I'm also not alone, and I'd love to meet you guys in the future. Would love to try to share my knowledge, and love to learn from all of you guys. And yeah, we start from this company, Unitree, and yeah, stay in touch, and we'd love to see you guys in the future. Have a good one. This is Jerry. Bye.